America and Australia have always had an interesting relationship. We Americans had an obsession with Australia in the late 80s and early 90s, fawning over cultural touchstones like Crocodile Dundee and the crocodile hunter Steve Irwin. Unfortunately, I think the bloom kind of came off the rose right around the time we tried Vegemite, but don't let mysterious salty food spreads deter your business from investing in Australia. Australia shrugged off the financial recession of the late aughts and has the 5th highest traded currency in the world, and it's an ideal gateway for American companies who are looking to expand into the Asia-Pacific region. The population is among the most culturally and linguistically diverse in the world, with 15% of Australians speaking another language in addition to English. If that's not enough for you, here are some other reasons why US companies invest over $60 billion a year in Aussieland. Australia was recently ranked 15th out of 190 economies for ease of doing business, and 5th when compared to countries with a similar population. Companies can set up an Australian entity with little hassle in as little as 2 days. But certain procedures are a little more complicated and require more time, such as know your customer requirements for bank account setup. The Australian government wants employers hiring Australian workers, so while hiring Australians into expanding businesses is regarded as fairly easy, onboarding employees from other countries can be a little more complicated. This shouldn't be a problem though, as the Australian workforce is highly educated and enjoys a consistently high quality of life. Happy employees are easy to find in the land down under. Australia has a government-mandated retirement program called superannuation. All Australian employers must contribute 9.5% of each full or part-time employee's salary into a retirement fund that becomes available to the worker once they reach retirement age. There's an electronic system called SuperStream that employers are required to make their superannuation payments through. Australia is forward-thinking with tax incentives, encouraging venture capital and R&D activity for businesses. R&D expenses up to 20 million Australian dollars are subject to a refundable tax offset of 13.5% above the company's tax rate. As always, there's a lot to consider when doing business in another country, and Uniterra is here to be your partner through every step of your international expansion journey. Contact me, Andrew Lang, to get the conversation going today.